Today we are diving into Farotimi's best Afe Babalola, one of the country's most prominent legal suits. This case is more than a lawsuit, it's a window into Nigeria's deeply flawed judicial system, a system Farotimi's book harshly criticizes. So let's break it down. First, Farotimi's book isn't just a hit, it's a sensation. It became the #1 best-selling in global politics on Amazon, drawing international attention to Nigeria's criminal justice. The book exposes alleged manipulation within the judiciary, implicating influential figures including Afe Babalola in securing favorable judgment for clients. To back this up, there are reports, there are documents that expose how Afe Babalola bribed 5 appeal court judges with over 1.125 million to buy judgment.
This is AIT. AIT just came out with this as a US document exposed how Afe Babalola bribed 5 courts of appeal judges with $1.125 million to buy Adamawa governorship judgment for client Boni Haruna.
There's a report we are going to do on this, and this document we release not in Nigeria, not by a Nigerian agency. It's a legit one, so we are not going to explain more about that. But if you stick up to Naija Anchor news on this Let's Talk Politics show, you are going to get that report. That's what's coming next. But here's a critical point. The book isn't entirely about Babalola. In fact, he is only mentioned in passing. The broader focus is on the systematic corruption and its consequences on Nigeria's legal landscape. So why is Babalola treating the book like it's an expose solely about him, by suing to block the book's distribution, demanding royalties, and pushing for the seizure of all copies?
Managing partner at Afe Babalola's law firm, Senior Advocate of Nigeria Kehinde Ogunwumiju, has filed a civil suit on behalf of the firm against Farotimi for the alleged defamatory statements in his book. Ogunwumiju asked the court to stop the publication and sale of the book at all physical and online bookstores, pending the hearing and determination of the suit. The firm is also asking the court to order the seizure of copies of the book wherever it may be found. The firm also demanded an apology from Farotimi in 2 national newspapers, as well as damages in the sum of 500 million naira.
Babalola's actions are raising eyebrows. Is he trying to protect his corruption? Is this a case of overreaction that only validates the book's claims? On December 6, 2024, the Federal High Court in Abuja issued an interlocutory injunction halting the production, sales, and distribution of Nigeria and its criminal justice system. This order targeted everyone involved, from local bookstores to global platforms like Amazon. The injunction even called for the seizure of all physical copies of this book. This move has sparked outrage among Nigerians who view it as an attack on free speech, an attempt to suppress the truth. Critics argue that the swift and aggressive legal response reeks of influence from powerful quarters, possibly federal might, backing Babalola's case is very suspicious. If the injunction raised suspicion, the subsequent handling of Farotimi's case appearance is only deepened then. He was initially scheduled to appear in court on December 10th, but was surprisingly brought in a day earlier on December 9th, 2024, where the court granted him bail set at 50 million naira and scheduled the next hearing for January 29, 2025. However, late on December 10th, reports emerged that his bail has been revoked and he would remain in custody until December 20th, 2024. Now, these erratic decisions hint at an external pressure on the judiciary, further underscoring the corruption Farotimi discussed in his book. And here is where it gets even more suspicious. Protesters had planned to rally at the court on December 10th to demand Farotimi's release. By moving the proceedings to December 9th, without notice, the judiciary effectively thwarted the protest. This last-minute manipulation of court dates is seen by many as a deliberate tactic to disorganize citizens and silence dissent. Now here's the big picture. After the book's publication, every action taken by the courts have seemingly validated its premise. From the questionable injunction to the chaotic handling of Farotimi's case, these moves expose the very flaws and corruption the book seeks to highlight. Even more troubling is Babalola's insistence on taking center stage in this saga. His demand for royalties and attempt to block the book makes it seem as though he has something hidden. If the book isn't primarily about him, why is he acting like this? Well, Farotimi's audit has brought to light just how compromised the system is. The judicial process has been anything but transparent, and the handling of this case raises serious questions about the rule of law in Nigeria. Finally, the controversy isn't just about this book, it's about the fight for truth.
Nobody can destabilize the face of our state. We know they are rented dogs. We know they are hired to but no amount of street wailing, no amount of internet attack can make a group of underdogs to subdue the right of our family. All right. We will respect the position of the case and at the same time present ourselves in the court of law at the next proceedings. But it is expected that this particular case is a bailable offense, especially in the magistrate court, so that we can be given a bail, so that we will not escalate this particular matter unnecessarily.
Whether this is a battle of egos and attempt to silence dissent or evidence of federal influence, one thing is clear: the people are watching. So what do you think? Is this case exposing the cracks in Nigerian judiciary, or is it a simple legal dispute blown out of proportion? Share your thoughts in the comment section. Let's keep the conversation going. Stay tuned to Naija Anchor News for more updates. Let's talk politics, where we put the truth in the spotlight. See you in the next episode.